My name is Lindsay Thomas. I'm going to Genesee Community College. My major is physical education. I've been with Vector for a year and I'm currently an assistant manager. The Leadership Academy allowed me to travel to Mexico, and that's my dream, is to travel. It also allowed me to get management experience for my resume. My favorite part about being with the Leadership Academy is all the traveling and all the conferences. A few tips I have if you want to get accepted into TLA would be to sell as much as possible and come to as many conferences as you can so you can gain as much knowledge as possible.
My name's Brady Flanders. I never actually went to school, I've never actually applied to college. I started this job as a high school senior in the May 22nd of 2015. I'm currently the pilot sales manager of the Rochester, New York office. The Leadership Academy did for me was I already had a good amount of confidence, as I was a sales rep, but it really just instilled bulletproof confidence in me and my skills and my abilities when I was learning to be a manager. It taught me public speaking skills. It taught me, it really boosted my interpersonal communication skills, and it gave me a tremendous resume experience. So my favorite part of being involved with the Leadership Academy as a rep was that I liked attending the meetings. I liked learning, the skills for life that we promote. We really do teach that in the Leadership Academy. So, running interviews, learning how to do training, learning how to, take PDI and drive PDI and how to work with reps. As a manager, I was really looked forward to learning a lot of that. So that was one of my favorite parts. 1 to 2 tips I'd give somebody if they wanted to get accepted into the Leadership Academy would be, we don't really look for people who are $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 in sales every week. We're just looking for people who are consistent in their sales process. So whatever they can do, if they do it consistently, that's a big thing. We look for people that are in attendance to events like this, attendance to team meetings weekly, coming into the office to make a schedule weekly, coming to events like SC1, SC2, COC, and beyond, and just people who are leaders, people who demonstrate what our region stands for: hunger, heart, humility, grit, and they're helping with field training, good overall people, basically.
I'm Maria Avliana, and I go to IU. I'm going to be a junior there. My major is, I'm in the media school. This is going to be my 3rd year with Vector, and I'm the pilot sales manager here for North Indy. What the Leadership Academy did for me, I think it gave me a lot of confidence with every aspect of my life. Helped me become a little bit more serious and a little bit more professional as well. My favorite part of being within the Leadership Academy, I liked all the friends I made throughout it, and I also liked how that kind of set me up for things within my future. Looking back on that, for my resume, for everything that's going to do for me later on, I thought that was really big. Tips on getting accepted into the Leadership Academy, I would just say go all out on every push week. That shows a lot. It shows consistency throughout. I think another thing is just consistency through everything that you do within Cutco, because like my manager always says, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
My name is Ryan Lampy, and I go to school at Indiana University, and I'm currently going to be a junior, majoring in professional sales and a minor in psychology as well. I've been with Vector this is my 2nd summer now, and I'm currently a branch manager in Kokomo, Indiana. The Leadership Academy, what it really did for me is it taught me a lot about professionalism. It taught me a lot about confidence as well, because I was able to be in an environment with a lot of other students who wanted to push themselves and wanted to grow, and it taught me a lot about how I could challenge myself in the business world and also in this company as well. My favorite parts of being involved in the Leadership Academy was getting to know all the people that I was doing it with. There are a lot of really fun people in this company, and it was great to become friends with those people and get to go to events and conferences with them and kind of go through the company and progress together, which was just a lot of fun. In terms of getting accepted into the Leadership Academy, it's really important to make sure that you are doing everything that you can to stand out to your manager and show that you're committed to your position. So if you set a goal for yourself, make sure that you're always doing your best to reach it. If you want to be a leader in the office and you want to be a leader among the sales reps, make sure that you're doing everything that you can to show that to your manager.
Hey, I'm Dennis McGrath. I am a rising junior at the University of Michigan's Ford School of Public Policy. I'm majoring in international public policy and political psychology with a minor in philosophy. This is going to be my 3rd summer with Vector. I am currently a branch manager of the West Cincinnati/Fairfield, Ohio branch office. I would say the number one thing that TLA gained for me was the ability to distance myself from my peers. Something that I like to use to describe TLA is it's a minimum commitment for a maximum investment in your life, both personally, professionally, and financially. My favorite parts about TLA, it was just the focus on the self-improvement. I love being able to distance myself resume-wise, but also just focusing on reading books every month and learning time management and investing skills and just life skills that I can take in the future outside of Vector. My 2 top tips for somebody who wants to be accepted to TLA is, number 1, you have to ask. If your manager doesn't know that you want to be in TLA, then guess what? You won't be in TLA. So the answer is always no if you never ask. And then my second tip would be that you should make sure that you're on your office's radar right away. Make sure that you're in the office as much as possible. Remember, effort means more to your manager than necessarily sales and results do. So do more phone time, do more demos, help out in the office, and that's the best way you can guarantee yourself a spot.
My name is Susan Conroy. I'm a Vector alum. I graduated from the University of Cincinnati, and I am a previous branch manager and pilot sales manager with the company. The biggest thing that TLA did for me was just helping me with experience with interviewing for full-time jobs after college. Being able to answer difficult behavioral-based interview questions, questions about time management, about managing a team, about motivating others, about thinking critically. Those are just questions that I honestly have no idea how I would have answered them if I didn't have a job like this on my resume. My biggest tip for getting accepted into TLA is just selling Cutco, CPO talks. So if you're not selling, your manager's not going to take you seriously as a candidate for TLA because you're not taking your sales position seriously. So just make sure that you're being consistent in your sales, you're constantly working to be better. Have a big push, have a big week, set personal goals for yourself, and just make sure you keep selling.
Hi, I'm Giancarlo Canu. I go to MSU. I am a biomedical and nutritional science major. Got it. So I've been with Vector for 2.5 years, and I'm a senior branch manager. What the Leadership Academy did for me was work on my communication skills, especially my confidence. I used to be the really shy kid who only talked to someone if they talked to me first. And then I made a lot of friendships and just really improved professionally and personally. My favorite parts about being involved with the Leadership Academy was just the teamwork. I had made some of my best friends there. Stacey Lee and I still talk on the phone every day, about 3 hours a day. I met her there. And then just everything, the emotional support, the friendships, things like that. To get accepted to TLA, some tips I would give is just to be consistent with your demos. My role was always doing a minimum of demos a week. That was what really helped me out. And then just attendance to team meetings. I never missed a team meeting, and I think that's part of the reason why I was so consistent and had such a great first summer.
My name is Ashley Frank. I went to Muskegon Community College and I finished my Associates in Science and Arts. I have been with Vector for about 1.5 years, and I am a new district manager in Muskegon. The Leadership Academy helped me gain confidence in myself and also helped me a ton with my time management skills. My favorite part about being involved with the Leadership Academy is just the experience and the relationships that I've built with my team. The biggest tip for being accepted into Leadership Academy is just to be consistent with your effort and be consistent with your attitude as well.
So my name's Paige Downer. I go to Eastern Michigan University. I am going in my junior year, and I am a business management major. I've been here less than a year, and I'm a branch manager in Adrian. The Leadership Academy, what it did for me was help me gain confidence in speaking in front of other people. My favorite part about being on the Leadership Academy was my growth in financial and personal success. The one tip that I'd give someone that wants to be accepted in TLA is get on the newsletter as much as you can. Get yourself out there so that our division manager, Chris Heigl, and Jeff Bry, our regional manager, will keep noticing you repeatedly.
My name is Brandon Van Kampen. I go to Western Michigan University. I'm majoring in finance and I'm entering my junior year. I've been with Vector for 2 years and I'm currently the branch manager of Kalamazoo. What the Leadership Academy did for me is it really helped me improve my public speaking skills and helped me organize and manage myself. My favorite part about being on the Leadership Academy is getting to grow both personally and professionally, just becoming a better version of myself. One tip I would give to someone that wants to be accepted into the Leadership Academy is to be consistent in the office, making phone calls, doing demos, and just be in the office as much as you can around your manager, asking questions, things like that. So attitude and effort are very important.
Hi, my name is Chase Gardner. I went to Indiana Tech for Business Administration. I've been with Vector for a year and a half, and I'm a pilot sales manager. The Leadership Academy did a lot for me. It helped me build skills that I used not only in Vector, but in just like school and stuff, with time management and goal setting, stuff like that. My favorite parts about being involved in the Leadership Academy were just learning those skills that I used every day and really building relationships with other people in TLA. Some of my best friends came out of the Leadership Academy and pushes and stuff like that. 1 to 2 tips I would give someone who wants to get accepted into TLA are just work your butt off, help your manager out with anything they need. That's how you're going to learn about how an office works. And also Breakfast Club, just consistency is the way to get there.
My name's Nick Hankel. I am the branch manager for Wexford. I actually go to school at Baldwin Wallace University, and I just finished my sophomore year going into my junior year. I've actually been with Vector for about 2 years, and one of the things that the Leadership Academy really did for me is it taught me how to manage my time better than anything else. That's one of the really big things I got from it, just because I was not very good at time management, and I found I had more time throughout the day than I thought because of all the things I learned in the Leadership Academy. So that's probably the biggest takeaway. As far as favorite parts with being involved in the Leadership Academy, was definitely the people. Learning and growing with a bunch of people who are like-minded like me, being a part of something bigger than myself and getting to forge those relationships that I still have today is definitely one of the best things, one of my favorite parts too. And just 1 or 2 tips that I would give somebody for the Leadership Academy to get into the Leadership Academy: just listen to your manager; they know what they're talking about, and just keep selling. Doesn't have to be like a 5K a week, but like 500 a week or something like that. Just consistency. Consistency is king, and that's definitely going to get you a higher chance to get involved in the Leadership Academy.
My name is Mark Sotomayor. I go to Grove City College, and I'm just entering my sophomore year after the summertime, and I'm an entrepreneurship major. I've been with Vector for just over a year, about 13 months right now. It's pretty sweet. My current title is branch manager of the Butler County office. The Leadership Academy, really got me to this position. Really develops you into the type of person you want to be. Communication skills. I used to get nervous all the time. Now I don't really get nervous. I'd say a lot of that's due to the Leadership Academy. In addition to that, my favorite part of being involved with the Leadership Academy is just all the individuals you meet. Really, in this business, we sell knives, but that's really the least we do. So whenever you have people that you're around that can really, relate with that, that's very valuable. In addition to that, 1 to 2 tips for someone that just wants to get into the Leadership Academy would definitely be, first off, getting involved as much as you can for the office. That means going to your office to make phone calls, going to every team meeting, PDIing your manager, and in addition to that, just being a consistent leader with sales.